were armed, involved in shootings, and peddled the most dangerous of narcotics.
Federal investigators say they've dismantled a major fentanyl pipeline that smuggled thousands of pills through SeaTac. Details tonight.
Temperatures were seasonably warm today, but the inland northwest coming into an extended heat wave starting this weekend and lasting at least through the middle of next week.
If I step up and I explain what I'm going through, other businesses will do the same.
A day after putting the city and Catholic Charities on notice, the owner of a downtown business explains why she plans to file suit. Good evening and thank you for joining us for the KREM 2 Night Report. I'm Mark Hanrahan. New tonight, a Spokane business owner plans to sue the city and Catholic Charities of Spokane over what they claim are increased crime rates near their business. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy looked over the claim today and tells us more tonight.
Traffic moves fast in downtown Spokane outside Urbana Natural Spa, Salon, and Wine. Its owner, Linda Beal, wants to provide a calming environment for her customers, but she says for the past several years, that's been difficult to do.
We've had a lot of walk-in traffic that has disrupted our lobby, disrupted our ambiance.
That unwanted walk-in traffic, Beal says, is a result of low-barrier permanent housing efforts made by Catholic Charities of Eastern Washington. They offer several housing options downtown, surrounding Beal's business at Division and First Avenue. As more charity havens got built over the years, she says the problems only grew.
It became kind of a situation where it was chaos. Cleaning up litter 3 times a day, picking up needles, aluminum foil that's on the street, more human defecation.
They're issues, Beal says she's tried to resolve over several years and mayoral terms, but she says the problems persist.
I've met with Mayor Condon, I met with Mayor Nadine Woodward, and I met with Lisa Brown.
She says nothing changed, which led Beal to file a tort claim this week against the city of Spokane and Catholic Charities of Eastern Washington. The claim states an increase in crime rates in the downtown area is due to low-income housing. Beal says this includes vandalism, thefts, property damage, and harassment.
I think we need more law enforcement downtown, more security. We need to enforce the laws that we have, and one of those being the basis of our complaint, which is the chronic nuisance.
That's Beal's attorney, Owen Rosentrader. The two met last September to discuss the issues with the business before filing the claim this week. It states a desired settlement of nearly $3.5 million. This includes $138,000 in lost walk-in traffic and $12,000 in repairs to property damage. Beal hopes the claim will inspire other downtown businesses with a similar experience with crime to speak out.
The downtown is a mess, and I feel like if I step up and I explain what I'm going through, other businesses will do the same, and that will put pressure on the city.
Catholic Charities CEO Robert J. McCann released a statement responding to the claim, saying, "The facts and Jesus are on our side. Catholic Charities Eastern Washington will not waver from this work. Love always wins." KREM 2 reached out to the mayor's office for comment on this claim. They say that they have received it and they will be going over it as they do all claims. In Spokane, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
Tonight, police are searching for a suspect they believe set 2 suspicious fires in downtown Spokane this morning. Investigators on Riverside and Washington at around 2 o'clock this morning. One of those fires damaging the U.S. Bank building, the other set at the Liberty building. Security footage capturing a dark silhouette at one of the dumpsters that was set on fire. Not much else is known at this hour, but we will continue to update you as we learn more. This is just the newest of an alarming number of fires intentionally set across Spokane County this summer. Just yesterday, DNR confirmed a suspicious fire was set in Latah Valley. Last week, Spokane Valley firefighters put out a series of small brush fires intentionally set near Mirabou Park. That's just the most recent in a string of suspicious fires set along the Centennial Trail across the valley this summer. And 2 weeks ago, 2 more suspicious fires were set at Peoples Park, another hotspot for suspicious fires this summer. We spoke to a Spokane Valley fire investigator last week who says he believes most of these are linked.
We've been having a lot of fires on the Centennial Trail, all the way from the valley into the city of Spokane and beyond. The timing, the distance, the location, they're all very similar, and that's why we link them together.
2 people have already been arrested this summer accused of intentionally setting fires across the county. 44-year-old Sarah Beal was arrested 2 weeks ago in connection to fires set on the Centennial Trail. And last month, 37-year-old Chad Horde was arrested for allegedly setting 6 fires around downtown Spokane. Despite the arrest, the fires continued to be set. We've been asking for updates, but so far have been told they can't comment on active investigations. If you believe you have any information on these fires, you're asked to call Crime Check. That number's right there at the bottom of your screen. All right, let's switch gears and take our first look at the forecast with meteorologist Michelle Boss. Michelle, it's late August, but summer showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, the good news is after a beautiful day today, temperatures are going to cool down nicely overnight. Clear skies, air quality is good. As we drop down to the upper 50s, you'll be able to open those windows up and maybe cool your house down a little bit if you need to do that. 72 right now in Spokane, 65 in Coeur d'Alene, but it has dropped down to the upper 50s already in Sandpoint. It's in lower 60s in Pullman, 68 in Ritzville, lower 70s in Moses Lake. We are in for a long stretch of hot weather. In fact, dangerously hot weather in some parts of the inland Northwest. An extreme heat watch is going to be in effect from Saturday until Wednesday for much of central Washington. This will likely be upgraded to some kind of heat advisory or extreme heat warning over the next 24 hours. But either way, even though Spokane and Coeur d'Alene are not going to be in it, the entire inland Northwest is going to be baking for about the next week, even the west side under heat advisories for temperatures in the 80s and 90s. That will come along with clear skies and plenty of sunshine across the region. Clear skies expected tonight. Will be down to the upper 50s, heating up pretty quickly with all that sunshine. We should be near 90 tomorrow, but looking for mid-90s for the weekend and a continuation of middle to upper 90s into the next upcoming week.
All right, sounds good, Michelle. We'll check back in with you later in our show. And now to our night beat with a quick look at today's top stories. Spokane firefighters are working to figure out what caused a massive fire at a commercial building in East Central last night. Look at this video. The fire started at around 8 last night, shooting huge flames over the surrounding neighborhood. Crews say those fires took more than 2 hours to get under control. Officials telling us the biggest concern was making sure that fire didn't spread.
We had a lot of embers coming off this. We talk about our amber showers with wildland fires, but essentially that's what we had here too yesterday. So we had some firefighters patrolling kind of the neighborhoods around here, watching where those embers landed to make sure we didn't get another fire going.
The building partially collapsed and crews stuck around most of the morning to put out remaining hot spots. Tonight, the Kootenai County Jail continues to deal with overcrowding, so the sheriff's office is asking deputies to use discretion when arresting people. Captain Jeremy Heil says if deputies can cite people for certain misdemeanors instead of arresting them, that will help with capacity issues. Our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press report that one reason for the overcrowding issue is the state is not taking their inmates. The jail is working with the state now to try to find solutions as they wait for them to transfer their inmates to state prisons. A federal appeals court cleared the way for Washington to enforce parts of a law requiring stricter health and safety standards at private immigration detention center in Tacoma. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals threw out an injunction that blocked the law. The ruling claims the lower court improperly compared conditions at the Northwest ICE Detention Center to Washington prisons rather than other detention centers. The law requires health officials to set rules for sanitary conditions and carry out surprise inspections, among other things. The case now returns to the federal district court in Tacoma. And that'll do it for your Night Beat. For more information on any of these stories, just head to our website, KREM.com. All right, don't go to bed just yet. A North Idaho nonprofit helping out veterans and military families. Catch their remarkable story still ahead. But first, a major fentanyl pipeline through SeaTac Airport. Coming up in 90 seconds, details on the allegations that traffickers were smuggling drugs in their luggage.